Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I am Mike, and I want to thank our sponsor for today's video, BetterHelp. If you've ever struggled with depression, with anxiety, with just being stuck in a rut or having a hard time making a certain decision in your life, or just moving on to that next phase of your life or past the last phase of your life, whatever it can be, therapy can be huge. It can really help unlock and untangle some of the stuff that you're going through that you don't have to go through alone, that you can talk to somebody about. And BetterHelp's job is to make that way easier for you and more affordable. We have a special link down below that you can get 10% off of your first month of BetterHelp in this specific link, and it helps the channel out when you do that. But more importantly, it can help you with whatever you're struggling with right now. The best part about it is it's hard to find a therapist that fits. Like, you got to share your past with these people. You got to share personal details about yourself. You want to find the right one. And you feel like sometimes you jump through all the hoops of finding someone local or whatever you're doing. And then what if you don't like them? And then you got to start all over again. The best part about BetterHelp is that it's easy. It's all online. You fill out a survey. You give them some information about yourself. They match you with someone. And if you don't like them, they'll match you with somebody else at no extra cost. As someone who struggled with medical anxiety themselves for years, I know how scary and daunting it can be, and BetterHelp makes that so much easy and more comfortable for you. I definitely recommend it, and again, we have a link down below that you can check out today. What does the song at the end of all of our videos say? Does it say Halloween sometimes ends? No. Does it say Halloween sort of ends? No. It says Halloween never ends. You fucking fucks. We okay? We good? We good? We're good. So the other day, some news came out. It was glorious news from a mountaintop that Miramax and Trancas were shopping the rights to Halloween, and it was going to be coming back, and there was a massive bidding war going on, and it was either a TV or a movie. They didn't really know, but anything was on the table, but that this thing was happening. An update has happened on bloodydisgusting.com where they say actually what's going on is Miramax is involved. They partly already own the film rights along with Trancas. But the bidding war going on is specifically for a TV series. And Miramax is also a bidder vying to also hold some of the rights to the TV series. But the leader of the bidding war is A24 Studios. Wild, man. That's crazy. So it's crazy for multiple reasons. Number one, it certainly seems like everything's still on the table, but one could conjure, we're getting a TV series, I think. I think that's going to happen. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like we're going to get a Halloween TV series. And the things they could do with that, my God. By the way, stop hitting your microphone, Mike, you fucking dick. By the way, we are live tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to talk about all this. I want to hear your all's thoughts. I want to hear your all's ideas. Jay and I are going to throw ideas back and forth. We're going to just cut through all this stuff and just have a blasty blast talking about it because Halloween's back, baby. And I've heard a bunch of people being like, oh no, let it die. And I'm like, guess what? Give me Michael every year. Give me Michael every holiday. Give me Michael once a month. Give me an ongoing Michael Myers TV show that it never has to go away. Is that what they're going to do though? Is this going to be Michael-centric? I don't know, and that's the part that scares me. I, as you guys know, am very, very hopeful that they do not go the anthology route. No, I'm not sick of Michael Myers. I will never be sick of Michael Myers. I am sick of Michael Myers chasing Laurie Strode. That storyline is dead. Put it under the fucking ground. We did that damn thing 3-4 times with Laurie. You know what I mean? And I'm not just talking about movies she was in. I'm talking about like fleshing out the story. We've done it a handful of times already. It's been beaten to death. Michael Myers hasn't been beaten to death. I mean, he has with a 2x4 at one point and then with a pipe. Paul Rudd's Pipe Attack. It's my favorite punk band name. But there's just so many unexplored territories that you could put Michael Myers in. If you remake it, drop him in a brand new story, do one-offs, go to the Taking Shape books and do a TV show based on the unmade Halloween scripts, and then you could please Halloween fans and learn new fans alike on the history of the franchise, where you could do your follow-up with Jamie Lloyd. You could do some of those rad ideas that are in that book that people have come up. You can make a version of Halloween Returns. Make each one of those episodes like an hour and 20 minutes long. Fuck yeah, Steve! That's what I want. You can make an anthology with Michael Myers in it, fine. But making an anthology that doesn't include Michael Myers, just tag it back and however the fuck you want to. It's not this franchise. And I don't know if anybody remembers. I know like we all love Halloween 3 and like it's cool to love it. And I do too. But let's not forget, it fucking pissed everyone off when they brought that movie out and it didn't have Michael Myers in it. It almost killed the fucking franchise, and it got terrible marks. It was a disaster for the franchise. Everybody was so happy to see Michael Myers come back in Halloween 4. So I think we've learned our lesson with that. Part of the biggest problem people had with Ends was there's not enough Michael in it. This fucking movie sucks. And those same people are like, I'm tired of Michael. I don't want Michael anymore. Well, you just fucking complained that he wasn't in Halloween Ends enough. So what do you want, Sarah? What do you want? I know some people don't feel this way, but it's not Michael Myers, the character's fault that they have they have chain tied him like a saw trap to fucking Laurie Strode in this same storyline. They have shown you that there's fascinating things you can do with Michael Myers if the story is taken seriously and done right. I know you had Halloween 6, but that was a broken production from the beginning with the Cult of Thorn stuff. It was a hot mess. Halloween 5, this French dude comes in and is like, I don't give a fuck. Let's just do some wild shit and let somebody else pick up the pieces. Every time they've tried to do something crazy and out there with Michael Myers, it's never been with the correct execution or the team on board. That doesn't mean that the character can't have a far more interesting situation than what we've seen of him just chasing his sister around. That being said, I don't need some crazy Cult Thorn thing. I think if you just put Michael Myers back in his original environment and at least start from there, put Michael Myers in a fucking neighborhood on the loose and build a story around it, it's all you need, at least as a starting point. A24 being the studio that could possibly do this excites the titties out of me. They are the absolute perfect studio to do it, because one thing that you need to do with Michael Myers is bring him back to the stalky, suspenseful, holy shit, this is freaking me out type of territory, and I think a lot of fans want that. They want to see Michael Myers be scary again, and while Halloween 2018 attempted that, and had some moments where Michael was scary again, for sure. But if you want to tone back the gore and tone up the suspense and really go for the feel of the original, people have been calling that for a while. And then if you look at the opening to Halloween Kills, where they brought it back to that kind of with the flashback sequence, how awesome was that? I would love to see someone with A24 make the kind of movie that they make, or the TV series with the kind of attitude that they make, and do Halloween with Michael Myers. I think it could be beautiful as long as they stay out of too much of the political shit. You know what I mean? Like, I know they like to dabble in that, and that's, horror's politics and whatever. I understand that. Let's leave that out of Halloween, please. But, keep the director of Men away from this movie, please. But there's big questions. Is TV good for Halloween? I know some people never want to see Halloween on the small screen. I'm good with it, and the reason why is, as long as it goes to a fucking company that's not Stars, who just got Heels canceled, who got Evil Dead canceled, because it just doesn't have the promotion or whatever it is. I don't think they know what to do when they get a great scripted TV series. As long as they put it on one of the giant streamers, I'm good with it. As long as it's on Netflix or HBO Max, where everybody can have access to it, great. I just need it to have a chance to survive. If they put this shit on some weird ass stuff and it just has no chance, it's going to be a bummer. But that being said, I just think TV is not what it was back then. Now, if the show went to TV back in the 90s or whatever, during the slasher heyday, it was a death sentence, right? Like, almost all TV shows like that were. So today, it's not like that. These TV series do better than the movies do in some. They have more money put behind them than the movies do in some aspects. So I think we're fine there. I'm not really worried about going to TV as long as it goes to a prominent one that's not going to cancel it after a fucking season and a half or 2 seasons. And I hate the idea of doing the Season of the Witch anthology unless it's backed with a Halloween in the movies with Michael Myers. Then do whatever you want. But again, what's the difference between this anthology and any other anthology? Why do we have to take the fucking Halloween parking space to do an anthology that VHS could do, that Trick or Treat could do, that Tales of Halloween can do, that just fucking you name it? There's probably 4 more coming out this summer or this October already. We don't need to take that Halloween parking space for something anyone could do with anything else. That's just my opinion. We've got so much to talk about, including, you know who old A24 also owns? I don't know if you heard about it. They own that Jason Voorhees feller. Old Friday the 13th series is coming soon from A24, the Crystal Lake series. That is a pre-remake-ual, which would be the perfect way, as we've said, to reboot Michael Myers. Never go back and do a standard remake with the same characters. But if they want to do a touch of a prequel, a little bit of a remake with new characters and new ideas, and then take it into the future using a TV format, that's great. I don't think it'd ever be a good idea to do Jason versus Michael in a TV series. I think it'll jump the shark at that point for sure. But I will say I'd be interested in them living in the same universe. Like, living in a world where Like, there's this killer in Crystal Lake and this dude in Haddonfield. And what if they combined the shows and kind of did an anthology that way? Like, you're watching one show, right? And then like Game of Thrones styles, jumps back and forth between what's going on over here in Crystal Lake with Jason and what's going on over here in suburbia Haddonfield. And maybe a couple characters end up tying in, or they read about it in the newspaper or whatever. But you never have to have Jason and Michael cross paths until maybe you come across something and you go, oh my God, that's a perfect reason for them to cross fucking paths. And then you don't have to force it and have all these failures like you did with Freddy vs. Jason and the scripts. I'm not saying the movie, but all those failed scripts because they couldn't figure out a plausible way to put them in each other's path. Maybe you do it this way. You don't force it. And if it comes, it comes. And I come, to your birthday party. I'll come to your birthday party. I love your fucking faces. I hope you come to ours tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern to talk about all this shit and more. Have a great day. Halloween never ends. Suck my fucking dick, and I don't really care what Blumhouse fucking says. Put him in a box or suck a fucking cock. You can say he's dead, but we all know he's not. Yeah. So let's go trick-or-treating, let's go fucking drinking, let's all go rent Pumpkinhead on VHS, cause Halloween never ends.